Welcome back, CJ lovers. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to cut an off-shoulder top, and we're going to be showing how to separate the yoke from the body of the top. These are the measurements we'll be needing: our breast point, under bust, and half length, as well as our shoulder measurement. The first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be marking our shoulder measurement, which is actually 8.5 inches, then our neckline width, which is 3.5, and the depth of the neckline, which is 4 inches. Then we're going to be connecting both the width and the depth together with a curve as shown. Then on the shoulder line, we'll be coming down by 1 inch, and then we'll be connecting it towards the neckline with a slant as shown. After that, you're going to be going up on the shoulder point by 1/2 inch and still connect back to the neckline. Now we're going to be coming towards the armhole. We're going to be marking our armhole by going up towards from the bust point to go up by 2 inches. Then we'll mark an horizontal line. Then we are going to be connecting it back to the shoulder point as shown. After that, the next thing to do is to mark our nipple to nipple measurement on the breast point, the under bust, as well as on the half length, which at this point I made use of 4 inches. Make sure to measure yours to know what you're going to be using. Now on the part outside the nipple to nipple measurement, on the right hand part, I came out by 1 inch. Then towards the nipple to nipple measurement, I went in by 1/2 inch on the left hand side. Now I'm going to be connecting it with a straight line towards the under bust as shown, from the half length towards the under bust. Then from the breast point line, I'm going to be connecting it in form of a triangle towards the under bust, both on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side as shown. And this will give us our dart leg. After doing that, on the armhole line, we're going to be marking 4 inches vertically. Then we're going to be making a curve towards the armhole. Then on that same line, we're going to be coming out by 1/2 inch. Then we're going to be connecting a line as shown towards the dart head. After doing that, we can see that it is forming a bust shape. What we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be marking our bust measurements divided by 4 plus 1/2 inch that we deducted from the breast points, as well as 1.5 inches for both seam allowance as well as stitching allowance. If you know you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button and make sure to turn on the post notification bell, as well as like this video so you can get to as many people as yourself. After marking our measurements on the breast point, that's imputing our bust measurement, now we are going to be going towards our under bust. Under bust divided by 4 plus the 1.5 inches we took out from the under bust, as well as 1.5 inches for stitching and seam allowance. After marking that, the next measurement you're going to be going for is our half length. Our half length divided by 4, that's our round waist divided by 4, plus the 1.5 inches we took on the lower part, plus 1.5 inches for both stitching and ease. After doing that, we're going to be connecting with a straight line as shown. Now we're going to be separating the yoke from the body of the top. At the mid shoulder point, I'm going to be marking 5 inches towards the armhole. And then at the point of the neckline, I'm going to be coming down by 8 inches. This will give our front neckline a different shape from the round neck we originally have. Then I'm going to be blending in that extra 2 inches towards the 5 inches point to give me the neckline that I want. Then I'm going to be blending the shoulder point in form of a slant towards the neckline as shown. If you have your curve ruler, you can use it to do this particular connection. But since I don't have a curve ruler, I'm making use of my hands to do that. So after doing that, we can see how it looks. Now it's time for us to cut. Make sure you look carefully so you know at which point you're supposed to cut the pattern. We're going to be removing our yoke part first. Then we're going to be cutting the body of the top as shown. If you know you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please hit on the subscribe button. It's actually red and free, guys, and it is also convenient. Don't forget to also like this video by hitting the like button, drop a comment and share this video with your friends to help it grow, as well as to help other members on the YouTube community to see this video. Thank you so much, guys. So after doing that, we're going to be cutting it this way. And now we are done cutting the front part. I labeled the left hand side as the center front, the side front, as well as the yoke as shown. Now I'm going to be notching the nipple to nipple points, so when I'm cutting my fabric I'll know which points to connect them to. Make sure to notch the breast point, the under bust, so the connection will be easy. At the back part, we replicated the shoulder line, the breast point, the under bust and the half length, as well as the armhole. After doing that, you're going to be placing our front part on the back part of the pattern. But before that, we're going to be marking our dart, which is actually 4 inches. After marking the 4 inches, both on the breast point, the under bust and the half length, we're going to be going in on the left hand side by ½ inch, and then we'll be coming out on the right hand side by ½ inch also. Then we're going to be connecting it with a straight line from the under bust towards the half length. Then we're going to be blending in towards the breast point at the upper part using a straight line. When we are done with that, we're going to be marking our yoke, which at this point I still took 5 inches on the yoke part, and then I connected it towards the armhole. Then on the neckline part I came down by 8 inches also, so it can fit into the front neckline in one piece. Our back neckline is going to be having a zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. Make sure you don't forget to include your zipper allowance. Then towards the half length and the underbust, I came in by 1 inch with a slant to connect it towards the lower part as well as the upper part. This will help us prevent the bulginess of a zip. Now I'm going to be inserting bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches, and then plus 1 inch for our dart. And then on the underbust you are going to be replicating underbust divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches for seam as well as for the allowance. And then I'm going to be placing the front pattern to cross check if it fits, which it actually does fit. So now we're going to be connecting it with a straight line as shown. After doing that, I'm cross checking to see if the line matches. Now I'm going to be connecting it with a straight line as shown. After that, it's time to cut out our yoke. Now we're going to be cutting the back yoke pattern as shown. We don't need zipper at the yoke part, so we're going to be removing the zipper parts on the back yoke. So now we are going to be labeling it as back yoke. After doing that, this is how it looks, guys. If you don't want your back pattern to have a dart connection, a stitch, you can just fold it in and cut your fabric. But since I want mine to have, I'm going to be leaving it that way. I wanted to cut it out, but I changed my mind along the line, so I just left it and cut out the fabric in this form. But if you don't want yours to have that stitch on the back part, you can just cut it this way and then stitch it down, then you cut out your fabric. So now our front and back pattern is complete. Mind you, if you're cutting the front pattern, make sure you cut it with your fabric on fold. But since this is a pattern, I decided to leave it this way. Thank you for sticking to the end, guys. This is the final result. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until our next video, I'll see you all next Saturday. Bye, guys.